So, hello guys, it is me, Nintendo Gamer, and let me actually tell you what has been happening, like, just recently. Like, the last episode, the first part of this series, was actually recorded in 30 FPS, not 60 FPS like I thought it was going to be. It recorded in 30 FPS because progressive mode wasn't on. For whatever reason, it was not on. And what that is if you have component cables like I do, which is 480p. Okay, component is 480p, composite is 480i, and 480i is like 360p upscaled, which is not the best, I guess. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna buy a couple of mushrooms, by the way. So anyway, like I was saying, the thing was not in progressive mode, so the game thought I was using composite cables, if that makes sense. So my game wasn't actually being played in 480p, it was only being played in 360p upscaled, and as far as I know, you cannot actually record games in 60 FPS unless, like, okay, I can't talk for whatever reason. If you don't have component cables, you can't record in 60 FPS. That's just how it is. I don't know why it's like that. I don't know about viewing, though. I think you can still view it on your TV in 60 FPS, but I don't think you can record it. And do you need... Oh, I wasn't even paying attention and he was explaining it, so sorry about that. So yeah, like I said, I'm sorry about that whole thing. And to be honest, that actually explains a lot of stuff as to why my rendering time was so long. Like, I'm not even kidding. It took like an hour and 30 minutes to render it, and now it makes sense because pretty much what I was trying to do, because I wasn't informed that I was recording in 30 FPS, was I was rendering it in 60 FPS and turning a 30 FPS video into 60 FPS. That's gonna take a while, and it doesn't, like, the video's not actually in 60 FPS when you do that. It just says it is when it's not. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to fight him, and that's why I bought the mushrooms. You probably want to go into this with mushrooms unless you are like pretty confident in yourself. Even though this isn't really hard. And if you notice, he has a spear up, so we can't actually jump on him. Later in the game, there's a badge that enables you to jump on spiked enemies. And unfortunately, Goombella can't do anything but tattle, which is actually nice, because we get to see info about him, and we get to see his HP. Yeah, he has 20 HP, I was about to say. So, and Goombella also tells you like a little, like she puts her own words and says stuff, whatever. So that pointy spear, it hurts if you stomp on it. She tells you obvious things sometimes. And as you can see, even though I guarded that, it still did a good 3 damage. And now that I think about it, I should have bought flowers, because I think that does 4 HP, or 4 damage or 3 damage, I'm not sure. So what I'm going to do with Goombella is actually defend, because that's pretty much all I can do with her. And I forgot to press A. So I'm not going to try to B dodge this guy, because it's actually quite difficult, like on this boss, but yeah, so actually I got it. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to press Y so to change the position we're in, because the enemy is most likely to attack the person in front. I know it's cruel to let my ally be hit, but I mean, it saves me. So like right here, the enemy is more likely to attack the person in front. So I'm actually not going to use health on Goombella, only Mario. Goombella is pretty much my shield at this point. So this is all I'm going to be able to do, and I was actually lucky, because sometimes random status ailments happen like that, where, as you could see, a bucket actually fell from the top of the stage and landed on him, so now he's dizzy. Obviously he can still hit me, but his attacks have a chance at failing. And what I'm actually doing is using stylish, which if you press the A button right when you hit an enemy, you do a stylish move. But you can do this stylish with the hammer. That's actually hard. When Mario backflips, you can actually do like one more backflip, which is really nice. Actually, I think you can do 3 backflips in all. And then you do the Mario puts his hands up, like, you know, ta-da, whatever. But it's actually hard to do, like it doesn't work all the time. But that's mainly because I don't have, like there is a badge that tells you, well not, it doesn't tell you, but it makes action commands easier. So that helps a lot. And Gus is about to die here. Let's see if I can actually do it. No, I can't. And the stylish is not going to do anything right now because the professor hasn't told us about the star gauge and all that yet. So he's just talking about, crud, you heroes always think violence is the answer and whatnot. Which, whatever. And I'm actually going to heal Goombella because I'm not that mean. I'm only mean during fights. So I usually use my enemies as decoys if that's like for lack of a better word. But you're gonna find out that I'm not gonna be using Goombella a lot in battle. The only reason why I'm ever gonna use her is, yes I do. Wait, yeah. Wait, you do know? Yes I do. For some reason I couldn't. Whatever. I don't know why I was confused for a little bit. Like I didn't know if he was gonna teach me, like if he wanted me to say yes to teach him, or if he wanted me to say yes that I got it. Like it took me a second. I don't know why. That happens a lot when I talk. I don't know why. And I know I'm just saying I don't know why a lot, but this crack right here I'm actually not going to be able to do a lot. And sorry about the screen flicker which seems to happen. It didn't happen last time because it was in 30 FPS I guess. But for some reason, like recently when I record in 60 FPS, the screen flickers. I don't know how annoying it is or what, but yeah. I can probably use Sony Vegas to cut it down a little bit, but yeah, I don't think it'll be that annoying. So right now, this is a scripted fight. We can't flee this fight, and this is pretty much all of the different enemy types, I guess. We have the ground enemies, we have the spiked enemies, and we have the flying enemies. The only one that's not in here are the projectile throwing enemies. And I actually really like this because since I'm not using a Wii remote, I no longer have to sit in a certain position and point at the screen. I'm just using a GameCube controller and it really feels nice. Now, one thing I will say that I don't think I really like much is, if you notice, I'm going to go to my hammer right now, and I'm pushing the joystick to the right, but it's not moving to the other Goomba, which I actually want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to Goombella. I'm going to use the head bonk on this guy, and then I'm going to use Mario to use his hammer on the spiky Goomba, which is actually a pretty nice strategy. Some people don't think to do that, I guess. And I tried to B-dodge that guy. Like I said, they all have a different like time that you should push it. I don't know any of their times really. I just got lucky the first couple. So I got 10 star points, and obviously the higher level you are, the less star points you will get. Like, you'll find out that I think only 2 to 3 levels in, the Goombas will only give you 1 star point. Not even per, like, you don't even get star points from the Goombas anymore. You get the star point for winning the match. That's pretty much it. And star points pretty much go down by 1 every time you level up. Meaning, if an enemy gives you 3 star points per kill, the next time you level up, at least I think so, you'll get 1 less star point. I could be dead wrong about that, but I think it's something like that. I'm not sure. And I don't really like to cut stuff out much, so I'm probably not, probably going to try not to get into a lot of fights. And I'm not going to do any off-screen grinding. I want to have everything on video because there's really no point into grinding in this game. Unless you just want to level up really bad, which I don't know why you would want to. And I totally hit that guy, but it didn't work. And you gotta be careful when you do a first strike, because you'll see a spiky enemy and you'll accidentally jump on him not even thinking about what you're doing, and you'll take damage. It's only 1 damage, but it's still unnecessary damage that you don't even need to take. So let's go down the pipe, and pretty much what I'm doing right now is I'm going to the 1,000-year door, which is up here. Ooh, a star piece. I didn't even know that was there. I was just showing you the door. So the door is up there. There's a giant block here, but we won't be able to break it until much later. And what's under that block is a giant spring that enables us to get up there without using the ability that we're about to get. And the key is right here, so we're going to have to climb the staircase again. So we gotta fall down right here to get the black key. Why does it have to be black? I don't know, Nintendo. And this odd paper ball, whatever you want to call it, really suspicious. I already know what it's used for. You might not. You probably will, because most likely you are going to know everything about this game, because I don't know why I say that, but hey you, can you hear me? You can? That must mean you are the hero of legend. That's the wrong game. I think you are referring to Link. I'm not Link. I'm not wearing green. I think that would have been funny if he said that to Luigi, because then it would have made more sense, since Luigi is green, you know? So I think it may be best not to mention that we're looking for the crystal stars, but then he says it, and then all that, yeah. I just said it out loud, and the text is trembling, shaking, whatever. And unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to get to the actual world in this episode. I think I'll be able to get to the blooper boss. There's a blooper mini boss that you battled before going to the first world. I'm probably going to get to that since I'm already at 12 minutes and I don't want to have these videos be too long. But what I'm going to do, since I really like this game, well, I like Super Mario Galaxy, but I just wasn't feeling it, like I didn't play it all the time or something. So this game I actually really want to play, so I'm probably going to upload this a lot more than Super Mario Galaxy. Even though I know it's been like a week since any episode has come up, and I'm talking about since the last episode came up, it's been 6 days. So what this guy does is he curses you. I know I'm just now mentioning this, but he curses you in the game, like, I don't know, it just says curses, but they aren't curses at all. It's actually new abilities. I don't know why they refer to them as curses. The worst part of this is you can tilt left and right to control yourself. Okay, like, I don't know what Nintendo's thinking, like, yes, I get it, it's terrible. So you actually have to agree with him. So if you press B, you might return back to normal. Don't listen to this guy, you will always turn back to normal. It's just an ability, like I said. So every time you see this guy, it's just a special ability. There are a few abilities that you learn, I don't exactly know how much. So what this move is, you stand on the pad and as you can see it glows yellow. So when we're on it, we press the Y button and we use the control stick to tilt. And for whatever reason, a lot of players that I've seen play this game, at least on their first time or whatever, they're not really good at using the plane, even though it's not hard at all. You're just tilting to the opposite of where you are going. Oh, Mario, Goombella, look at that! What is that? That is the 1,000-year door. They are showing this to us very early, but we are probably not, well, not probably, we're not going to be entering this for a very long time, endgame stuff, you know, part 900, part 9,000. So every time you get a crystal star, or in this case just the map, you stand here and the whole room lights up. And as you can see, the 6 stars here indicate that there are 6 areas. Yeah, actually there are 7, now that I see. Well, I was looking at the door, and like right there, I only see 3, but there's actually one at the top that I didn't see. So, yeah, I guess I should be paying more attention. But, oh well, I guess. So this is a cool, just rotation around the room. So there are 7 crystal stars in the game. And every time you get a crystal star, you come back here, and this magical map shows you where to go next. So, right here, it seems like we are going to this village, or whatever you want to call it. The name is Petalburg, I think. In this one, we are getting I think that's a diamond crystal star. I could be wrong. It has to be the diamond. It looks like a diamond, so therefore it is a diamond. You found the location of the diamond crystal star, even though it didn't say diamond. And I skipped over it, but as you could see, it actually said we learned a new move. So every time you get a crystal star, you actually learn a new move when you bring it here. But in this case, it's just a map, so we pretty much just got the new move from the map. I think it's called Sweet Tree, and it requires that you have star power. I should have actually listened to the tutorial, but I think I can explain it because the professor was actually going to give me a tutorial, but I said no. But like I said, I'm pretty sure I can explain it. So, we have this thing called the star gauge, which when you fill it up by appealing or doing special moves, would you like to try it out? No thanks, I can explain it to the viewers. You better listen, no thanks. I'm saying no thanks. You're absolutely sure? Alright then. I'm not a noob? Wow, astonishing! Okay, this map has radar-like functions. I already know this is, and yes it is, Petal Meadows. So, like I was saying, the only way to fill up your star meter, or star bar, whatever you want to call it, is to either appeal, which takes 1 turn, or what I've been doing, like the stylish moves after you get a hit, that actually fills up your star bar. Oh, a picture of Peach. So, after that, actually, has there been a crowd in the stage? I don't know if there has been. I haven't been paying attention, but I think as you go on, your crowd actually gets bigger. Like, you can actually have like 100 people watching you fight, like the audience in the background will watch you fight and all that. And that's how you get your star points. You appeal, and they cheer for you, and it fills up your star gauge. And I should actually heal Mario too, now that I see. And I should be using the shortcuts, but I keep forgetting, which are the D-pads. The D-pad left, up, right, left, whatever. So wait just a minute. So the professor is going to give us this badge right here. It's called Power Smash. And I think what this does is it either gives us 1 more damage, or it doubles our damage. So I'm just going to say no thanks. I know I should be doing these, but I can just, like, show you, I guess. So that that requires 10 FP, which if we go right here, now that we have FP, which is the flower points, it takes flower points to use badges. And when you level up, you can also, like, every time you level up, you can get an upgrade to something. And that upgrade can be, like, from your health and badge points. Yeah, health, badge points, and BP can be leveled up. POW is, which is your power. That's leveled by doing, like, certain items in the game will give you, like, make you stronger, I guess. So let's hit this guy. And I'll battle this guy, and then I'll stop the episode. Unfortunately, we won't be able to go to the next video. And this blooper guy, he's not hard. I don't think he has nearly as much HP as the other guy. So Bloop Bloop, who just who just up and whack someone like that? Okay. Whatever. So Bloop Bloop, Bloop Bloop. Won't you look at that? Why do you gotta put everything in parentheses? Just whatever. So one tentacle we can only jump to, and the other tentacle we can actually hit with the hammer. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm not gonna waste a turn tattling this guy, because it's not really. Actually, I'm gonna put Goombella in front, and I'm gonna head bonk this guy's fin, tentacle, whatever. Yeah, tentacle. Why did I say fin? I don't know why. So what I'm gonna do, oh, dang it! I didn't equip the badge. I should have equipped it. That would have saved us a lot of time. I'm sorry that I didn't, but I don't think it would have made it that much. Wait, what? I don't remember this dialogue box, but no, I'd rather eat bloop. The bloop. Wait, what? So this guy can be tricky to actually A-dodge. I don't know why. Like, the way he moves is just weird, I guess. So I don't know Goombella's stylish at all. And this is what occasionally happens. It's just like slots. You press A and hope that you actually get like the item that's there, you know? And what I just did is I pressed the X button, and since that shy guy had a can at me, he was eventually going to throw it at me, and he was going to hit me and cause me to take damage. But if you press X, you can get rid of it. But sometimes an ally, like Toad or something, or someone should I say, will have an item like a coin or a mushroom, and whenever you see that, you don't want to press X, because that will actually give you health and money and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing this. I forgot to press A. Boo-hoo. I like using the hammer whenever I can, because then I know that I'm not gonna miss it, I guess. And I don't know when to press A on that. I think that's actually random when he actually... Why? What? Goombella. No. Why you do this to me? So are you dead yet? No, he's not. For some reason I can't A-dodge that. And B-dodging does not work for this, actually. Well, it does, but there's no point in doing it, because you're not hurting anyone. You're just... Well, you do take away all damage, but it's still not worth it. And for whatever reason, I'm pressing A at the right time, but it's not like doing the double hit or whatever. And my timing is just off today. So I think this is the last round, like Mario goes and then the guy's dead. So let me see if I'm correct. If only I tattled him, but I said no, I shouldn't. There's no point in tattling him. And this guy actually has a lot more HP. Maybe if I've actually got the A commands correct, I could have had him a lot sooner. So now we have 67 star points. Because I know basic math, I knew that 27 plus 20 equals 67 because math and everything. So I'm actually going to save this for the next episode. And in the next episode, we will actually be going to Petalburg. And we will actually be, like, actually doing stuff, you know, like progressing. So until then, see ya in the next video, guys. Take care and goodbye.